Hi everyone, welcome to this number fun nugget. Hiya Dave. Oh hi Alie, how you doing? I'm looking ridiculous. You are looking totally and utterly ridiculous. Why are you dressed up like that? I don't know, because you keep doing it, Dave. I do. Well, we're going to tackle division today, and I thought you might want to look a bit like the hunk like you did last time. No, I look stupid. You do look a bit silly. I've got my cowboy hat on. We need that later on because the hero of today is actually a cowboy. He's going to really help us understand what's going on. So we're going to do a bit of short division today, Alie. Why? Well, because it's a bit tricky actually, and I want to help people think it through. So here's your little rhyme, Alie. Do you want to go for it? It goes, what's the story? What does it look like? What do I need to know? What can we reason? What's the challenge? Oi, where's the dough? Where's the dough? Yeah, where's my dosh? Yeah, well, the trouble is I'm not getting paid at the minute, so there's no way you're getting paid. Oh, it's for free then. It's a freebie, yeah. All right then. But by the way, it's not oi, where's the dough? It's actually wait before you go, because at the end of the program I'm going to give you some challenges, and then I'd like you to pause the video, have a go at the challenges, and then wait before you go will mean I'm just going to show you afterwards my solutions. Our solutions, Dave. I'm going to help. Oh, yeah. Okay. He's going to help as well, so that's fine. Yeah, that's right, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So let's go for the first bit. Part one is then.
Part one. What's the story?
What's the story, Dave? Well, actually, that's my question to you. What is the story of 65 divided by 5? On my planet, Dave. Yeah. On Eric. That's the name of your planet. My mum. Your mum. Now that's Esther Raisin Emmanuel Naga. Yeah, Erin for short. Yeah. She smuggled 65 bib bobs into. Oh, I lost me out. 65 bib bobs into our house. Well, bib bobs, if you don't know, are they're like a cross between a cow and a chicken. Yeah, they lay enormous eggs. Right. Okay. So she smuggled 65 into your house without your dad knowing. Yeah, Bob. Yeah, your dad's called. Oh, so bid bobs and Bob. Lots of bobs. Lots of bobs. So Bob didn't know about the bid bobs. No. So what did your mum do? She hid them in 5 sheds. Okay. And shared them fairly. Oh, so it's 65 bid bobs shared fairly between 5 sheds. So how many bid bobs in each shed? Don't know, Dave. Bit complicated. Okay. Have you got another story? Yeah. Okay. What's your story? You know, on your planet, Dave, people have 5 fingers. Oh, they do, actually. Most people have 5 fingers like that. Yeah. If you saw 65 fingers, how many human hands would that be? Oh, I see. So you're thinking, how many 5s are there in 65? That's what I'm thinking, Dave. Well, the thing is, how many 5s are there in 65? I don't know. Well, the thing was, yesterday we had the song called the Find the Hunk, or the chunking song. Yeah. Well, actually, he did that calculation using the strategy yesterday. Here it is. That's not the calculation, Dave. No, the calculation's just about to come in a moment. That hunk looks like me. He does. Have a listen.
If you were given 65 and 5 was your divisor, this is how you chunk. 50 is the hunk. He's the biggest chunk.
That's me, Dave.
15 is a chunk. You can't chunk no more.
That's you.
Dividing gives you 10 and 3. With your divisor, adding up that 10 and 3 gives 13 as the answer. Let's chunk.
I like that, Dave. But hold on. There's another strategy in there. There is another strategy. And we learn this one. We call it, in England, we call it short division. So we say the procedure goes, how many 5s in 6? 1. 1. And then we carry 1. How many 5s in 15? Oh, that's the next bit. How many 5s in 15? 3. So we get the same quotient, which is 13. But you know, I reckon there's a bit of a problem with this strategy. Is it? Well, there is, and it comes down to this.
Part two. What does it look like?
Yeah. Okay, so what does it look like? Have a look at this little video, because it'll make you think. Let's check if 65 divided by 5 makes sense with this language. How many 5s in 6? Well, there's 1 5 in 6 and 1 left over. But hold on. That's not a 6, is it? It's 60. Let's look at the picture. How many 5s are there in 60? Ooh, well, hold on. There's 6 tens. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, double 6, 12. There's 12 fives in 60. So why do we write it like that? How many fives in 6? There's 1. How many fives in 60? 12. It doesn't make much sense. No, it doesn't seem to work, Dave. It doesn't. Because when you've got how many fives in 6, you've not really got 6, you've got 6 tens. It's a bit confusing. So our aim is to help us get our brain around it so we're not confused. So, part 3.
Part 3. What do I need to know?
You need to know this, Dave. You need to know that. You need to know the language. So you've got dividend. Dividend is the number we start with, and we divide the dividend by the divisor. Right? And then, and our solution is called the quotient. Quotient. So dividend divided by divisor equals the quotient. I'm loving that. And we also need to know our table facts, because if we don't know our table facts, that makes division pretty tricky. But there's also something else you need to know. That when you do division, there's actually 2 pictures or understandings behind it. Like in my stories, like in your stories. So just check this out. If I had 12 divided by 3, what does it mean? Have a little look.
Twice as long.
Another one of your songs, Dave.
12 girls shared equally. Division by sharing. 12 girls in groups of 3. Division by grouping.
So 12 divided by 3, yeah, it can mean I've got 12 girls to share between 3 groups, or it can mean how many 3s are there in 12. So I can see 4 groups of 3 girls. That's the thing. So we've got 2 understandings then. Yeah, so we've got the sharing and the grouping. And when we do the division calculation, oh, hold on, this one, we tend to use grouping language. We say how many 5s in 6? Which is grouping language. Oh, I dropped it, Dave. Oh dear. But actually, I'm not sure that's the best way of thinking about it. So have a check of this little bit of video. So let's think about it a different way. Instead of using the language of grouping, how many 5s in 6, I'm going to use the language of sharing. I've got 6 tens. Here they are. And I want to share them into 5 equal groups. Well, there's 1 10 there, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 1 left over. I can definitely give 1 10 into 5 equal groups. 1 10 into 5 equal groups. I have 1 10 left over. Out of those 6 tens, I've got 1 left over. I've been able to use 5 of them to give everybody 1 10. What am I going to do with this? Well, I'm going to talk about this being ones now. So I'm going to think about this as ones. I've got this other 5 left over here. So I've now got 15 ones, which is what I've got written here. So 15 ones shared equally into 5 different groups. Well, I think I could do it like this: 1 for you, 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 and 1 for you. That makes sense. Everyone's got 3 ones. So 65, I've shared 6 tens into 5 groups. Everyone gets 1 10. I had 1 10 left over, so I had 15 ones. 15 ones shared equally into 5 groups means 3 in each group. Now that picture makes sense. I'm loving it, Dave. Oh, no, this is heavy. What are you doing? I've got a log. You got a log. Oh, that's better, Dave. We've got logs actually because it does make sense having this sharing idea, doesn't it? It does, Dave. It does. It definitely does. But I think what I really, really like, as you'll know, is that I love it when there's story. So I'm thinking, have we got a character who can really help us understand division, short division, with the sharing picture? And the answer is yes. He's up on the screen here. It's partitioning. And he just loves partitioning logs and chopping up logs. He's a lumberjack, and he puts his logs into crates of 100, big stacks of 10, and loose logs. And you can see up on the screen there, you've actually got 7 stacks of 10 and 4 loose logs. So here's my story. It's Puppetitioning's division song, and it goes like this. Is that you, Dave? No, that's Puppetitioning and a young lady.
Puppety, there's a lot of logs in your house again.
Sure is, darling. They're for my division song. I got crates of 100. I got big stacks of 10. I got loose logs lying on the floor. My house is fully bursting. I've got all that I can fit in. 834.
Puppety, 6 old people's homes need your logs.
Okay, darling. I got 800 crates to share by 6. That's 1 crate each, 2 left over. 2 left over. I'll cut those crates into 20 stacks of 10. 23 stacks. 23 stacks. By my sofa. I love my sofa. It's a lovely sofa. 23 stacks of 10 to share by 6. 3 stacks each, 5 left over. 5 left over. I'll split those stacks into 50 loose logs. 54 logs. 54 logs on my sofa. 54 loose logs to share by 6. That's 9 logs each, none left over. None left over. It's time for rest and a cup of tea. At last I can sit down on my sofa. 139 logs for each old people's home, darling.
But you've got no logs left.
Not for long, darling. And I've got crates of 100. I got big stacks of 10. I got loose logs lying on the floor. My house is full to bursting. I've got all that I can fit in. 834.
Puppety, now 5 old people's homes need your logs.
Okay, darling, here we go. I got 800 crates to share by 5. That's 1 crate each, 3 left over. 3 left over. I'll cut those crates into 30 stacks of 10. 33 stacks. 33 stacks by my sofa. They're right by my sofa. Oh, I love my sofa. 33 stacks of 10 to share by 5. That's 6 stacks each, 3 left over. 3 left over. I'll split those stacks into 30 loose logs. 34 logs. 34 logs on my sofa. And no room for me yet. 34 loose logs to share by 5. That's 6 logs each, 4 left over. 4 left over. If I chop those logs, it's 4/5 each. At last I can sit down on my sofa. 166 4/5 of a log for each old people's home, darling.
But you've got no logs left.
Not for long, darling. I got crates of 100. I got big stacks of 10.
Makes lots of sense, Dave. So puppetitioning is like, well, he helps us understand division with the sharing idea.
Yes, indeed.
Isn't that just so cool? I love it, Dave. Oh, well, I love that idea. Yeah, I'm glad you do as well. Oh, I can see things more clearly now, Dave. Is that partly because you got your pineapple glasses on? Yeah. Okay. Here we go. So here's the next part of the show.
4. What can we reason?
Well, the thing is, now that we understand short division makes sense with the sharing picture, it means we can use things like our base 10 equipment. That's what we'd be using in school, or maybe a place value counters. There's hundreds, there's ones and things, or we could use a coin to help explain it. So next time you see a short division calculation like 138 divided by 6, you might end up doing this. Okay, here's my story. I've got 138 logs to share between 6 old people's homes. I've got 100 crate to share between 6 old people's homes. I can't do that, so I'm going to exchange 100 for 10 tens. I'm going to regroup my big crate of 100 into 10 stacks of 10. I love it. There we are. So I've got 13 tens. 13 tens to share between 6 old people's homes. Well, I love it because that's 2 each. I can definitely give 2 each. Oh, good news, good news, good news. Oh, they can go there. Those guys go there. Those can go there. And those can go there. I love it. So everyone ends up with 2 stacks of 10. I've got 1 10 left over. I'm going to regroup that into loose logs. So here's 10 loose logs. Oh, I can make another 10 frame shape. There you are. I've got 18 loose logs. I can see them. I'm going to share those fairly between 6 old people's homes. Well, I think that's going to work out 3 each. So 1, 2, 3 for you. 1, 2, 3 for you. 1, 2, 3 for that old people's home. 1, 2, 3 for you. 1, 2, 3 for you. And 1, 2, 3 for you. Everyone ends up with 3 loose logs each. So each old people's home gets 2 stacks of 10 and 3 loose logs. I love it. Well, that makes sense, Dave. It does. So my encouragement to you is when you see a division calculation, can you think of it, particularly when you do the short division procedure, can you think of it as the story? So you think about crates of 100, big stacks of 10, or loose logs. I think it's a really good idea. Oh, I love it, Dave. You do. So,
Part 5. What's the challenge?
can you, with those 2 calculations in the top right-hand corner of your screen, can you tell a partitioning story with them? So 78, 7 stacks of 10 and 8 loose logs between 6 old people's homes. We could have that story, which is very much what we had before. Or 660, so 6 crates of 100, 6 stacks of 10, I don't know, to share between 5. Well, I can have a go. You can. So that's your challenge today. Can you do that in a few moments' time and think about it? Here's a second challenge. Oh dear, it's a picture. It's a picture. So the picture is, can you work out what division calculation there was to start with before partitioning shared them into those 5 amounts? So divided by 5. Well, it's something divided by 5, isn't it, on that one? What about this one? Oh, something divided by 6. There is something divided by 6 on that one. So your challenge is to work out what is the division calculation, and you might get there by actually doing multiplication, isn't it? So in that case, what's in one of those areas, multiply it by 6, then you work out the dividend for your division calculation. So I'm loving that. So that's really good, isn't it? And what's this, Dave? Well, this is the Number Fun portal. If you've got the Number Fun portal, parent portal, there's the partitioning short division song, understanding on it. And there's some other versions coming. Oh, there? Yeah, because that's quite hard, that one. I've got 2 more versions that are going to come very soon. They're recorded, but we just need a little bit more vocals on, so for different levels. But if you go to the parent notes here, there's just lots of understanding about short division, what it means, and loads of games and activities. There's the 100 tens and ones grid, and there's some of those game boards and things. So there's loads of stuff on there that can help you to master short division with understanding. Right, what are we doing next, Dave? Well, we're going to be back tomorrow. We're going to go back to multiplication tables because we need them, Dave. We certainly need them to be able to cope with and find the hunk strategy, chunking, and when we're doing short division as well. We need to know those tables. We do. So in a moment, it's going to be wait before you go, but before that, I'm going to give you that reasoning screen. You can pause the program, have a look at the pictures, work out what the division calculations were, or with those two calculations that are in the top of the screen, can you sort of tell partitioning story with those? We'll be back in a few moments' time to give you our version of those. So, bye. Bye. You going? I'm going. Yeah, right. Bye. Oh, he's gone. So here's the screen for you to have a little bit of a reason on. There's loads of logs, Dave. Yeah, there are loads of logs. Shh. I'm putting them off. I know you're putting them off. Shh. Don't be put off.
Plot 6. Wait before you go.
Wait before you go, Dave. Wait before you go. Right. It's lovely to see you guys again. I wonder how you got on with those little calculations. Can we have a go, Dave? We can. I've got them down here. All right, then. These were the two calculations we want you to tell the story of. So let's see if we can sort those out. 76 logs, Dave. So 7 stacks of 10, 8 loose logs. So in partitioning storyland, he's got 7 stacks of 10 to share between 6 old people's homes. Can he do that? Well, he can give everyone 1 stack of 10, and he's going to have 1 stack of 10 left over, which he's going to regroup into loose logs. 18 loose logs. 18 loose logs to share between 6 old people's homes. Everyone ends up with 3. So that's partitioning's version of that one. This one, Dave. Well, this one over here. Partitioning's got 6 crates of 100 and 6 stacks of 10. So 6 crates of 100. Might look like that if you're using base 10. 6 of those. I'm going to share between 5 old people's homes. Everyone's going to end up with 1 of those crates of 100 each, with 1 crate of 100 being partitioned into, or seen as 10 of those, so 10 10s. So it's got 16 stacks of 10 now, shared between 5 old people's homes. Well, it's 3 each. It's 3 each. And again, we've got 1 stack of 10 left over, so we're going to make that into loose logs. So it's got 10 loose logs, shared between 5 people, or people's homes. It's 2 each. Brilliant. So we make it 132 logs that each old people's home would have. I love it, Dave. Oh dear, I dropped it. Right. And then the other ones. Here's the picture. Here's the first picture that you had. I reckon, let's have a look at it. Each old people's, well, each division, whatever it is, has got 107. So I reckon there's 107 multiplied by 5 would give you how many logs altogether. 7 times 5 is 35. And 535. So I reckon this is 535 divided by 5 is the calculation, which gave us a quotient of 107. I love it. Right. And the last one. Last one, Dave. Right, here it is. Okay, what was this one then? I don't know what you made it. I've got 126 in each of the areas. So I'm going to multiply that by 6 because I've got 6 of them. 6 times 6 is 36. All right, and that's 3 10s and 6 1s. So I've got 2 10s multiplied by 6. That's 120. That's right. That's 12 10s plus 3 more. That's 150. 15 10s. And 6 times 1 is 6 plus 1 more. 7. 756. So I reckon we've got 756 divided by 6, which gives us the quotient of 126. So that's our solutions. How did you get on? Hopefully catch you next time on our next Number Fun Nugget. I love it, Dave. Bye. Oh, here it is. Hold on. Where's the screen that tells them the solutions? Oh, I've lost it. Where's it gone? Here it is. Oh, yeah, that's it. That was our solutions, wasn't it? Yeah, that was our solutions. Oh, there's the music again. Who's in control of this show? I don't know. Is it you? No. Is it me? No. No one is really. See you soon.